One often treads upon them quite oblivious, these humble squares of fired clay, yet they hold more history than many a grand monument. For millennia they've been underfoot or adorning walls, a silent testament to humanity's rather persistent urge to make things both useful and, well, pretty. From the Mesopotamian mudflats, where the Elamites first glazed bricks with a certain primitive vigour, to the rather more ostentatious Ishtar Gate of Babylon, where dragons and bulls, in colours one might call garish, proclaimed imperial might. The Egyptians too had their blue faience in pyramids, and the Romans, bless their practical souls, even warmed their floors with them, a rather ingenious if somewhat extravagant notion. While Europe rather languished in a medieval gloom, the Islamic world, from Persia to Spain, truly embraced the tile. Endless, mesmerising patterns sweeping calligraphy and the shimmering lustre tiles, catching the light like a desert mirage. One can hardly deny the sheer beauty of the Sayyid Mosque in Isfahan, or the Alhambra's cool courtyards. This tin-glazed secret, a marvel from the Middle East, eventually drifted west, rather like a slow cultured tide to grace European palaces. And so to Europe, where, after a rather long nap, the tile re-emerged. At first it was all terribly grand and exclusive for the church and the aristocracy. The encaustic tile, a particularly robust sort, with its pattern running deep through the clay, not merely painted on the surface like some cheap veneer. These were the things that graced the floors of 13th century abbeys like fountains enduring the tread of monks and the weight of prayer. A practical beauty, one might say, and rather fitting for those who couldn't read, as the patterns often told a story. Then came the maiolica from Italy, all vibrant and painted for the Renaissance palaces, but it was the Dutch Delftware that truly brought the tile down to earth, adorning the walls of respectable middle-class homes in the 17th century. A curious democratisation, wouldn't you agree? From royal luxury to the burgher's parlour. But the true zenith, the very heart of the matter for any self-respecting enthusiast, arrived with the Victorians. Oh, the Victorians, with their Gothic revival, their industrial might and their insatiable appetite for decoration. And it was here, in the rather unassuming Shropshire, that Jackfield truly blossomed, a veritable powerhouse, an international hub where the finest tiles were produced in their millions, adorning homes and palaces across the globe. And there, still standing, a monument to industriousness and enduring craft, is the Jackfield Tile Museum. Not some dusty, forgotten corner, but the oldest surviving purpose-built tile factory in the world. One can wander through recreated rooms, a butcher's shop gleaming with hygienic tiles, an Edwardian tube station, or rather charmingly authentic, and even a 1940s bar, evoking a certain wartime cheer. The museum itself is a colourful journey through the history of decorative tiles, showcasing themed displays that span hundreds of years. You'll find locally made tiles by Moore and Craven Dunnell, alongside designs by such luminaries as William Morris and, rather surprisingly, Salvador Dali, which just goes to show the sheer breadth of the tile's appeal. Beyond the recreated period interiors, which include a church, one can also peer into period offices and even hear oral histories from local tradespeople, bringing the past rather vividly to life. It's a journey through centuries of tile making, brought to life with a certain theatrical flair. But here's the truly remarkable part, the bit that warms the cockles of one's heart. On that very hallowed ground, the Craven Dunhill Jackfield Company, founded in 1872, continues to produce tiles, and not just any tiles, but those very same encaustic tiles with their patterns inlaid deep within the clay. It's a critically endangered craft, mind you, but they are, quite simply, the world's leading manufacturers, preserving a skill that might otherwise have vanished into the mists of time. This isn't mere nostalgia, it's a living, breathing testament to the enduring value of craftsmanship, a quiet defiance against the relentless march of the cheaply mass-produced. One can hear the presses thudding, the clay being worked, a comforting rhythm in a world too often devoid of such honest industry.